Hello students, we are going to discuss about process control and monitoring. Introduction about process control and monitoring. What is monitoring? Monitoring is an exercise to measure ambient level of air pollution in an area. What is the ambient? Surrounding or environment. Result of this, it indicates the status of quality of air we breathe. Are you clear or not? Okay. What is the use of monitoring data? Monitoring data over a long term is especially useful as it allows us to tease out patterns that help support air pollution control policy. What are the type of patterns are there? Two type of pattern. One is spatial pattern, another one temporal pattern. What is the difference between spatial and temporal pattern? Spatial pattern is nothing but which area of the city are more polluted. Temporal pattern is nothing but is there a pattern of pollution level during a day or a year. Are you clear or not? Okay. Air pollution monitoring itself does not reduce air pollution. It gives as clue as to where the pollution is coming from. What is its level? Are you clear or not? Okay. First one, ambient monitoring. So this is one type of monitoring to measure the air pollution level. Air is entering into the sensor. So the purpose of this sensor to measure the air pollution level in atmosphere or environment or ambient. Are you clear or not? Okay. So after measuring the pollution level, air is sent out. So this is the method to measure the air pollution level in surrounding or environment. Using a thumb rule created by Central Pollution Control Board CPCB, which consider the total population of the airshed and the mix of activities, we estimate a need for 4,000 stations in India, 2,800 in the urban area and 1,200 in the rural area. Are you clear or not? Okay. To measure the air pollution level in the surrounding. For example, Uttar Pradesh in India, population of over 200 million. In the state require 558 stations, and Delhi with a population of over 20 million, in this state require 77 stations. More stations mean larger the data collection to better understand the patterns or trend in pollution. What are the trend or pattern? Spatial and temporal trend or pattern in pollution. And more support to the modeling effect trying to understand these trends. So what is the difference between spatial and temporal trend? Spatial trend is nothing but which area of the city are more polluted. Temporal trend is nothing but is there a pattern of pollution level during a day or a year. Second method, mobile monitoring. When this term is used especially by Pollution Control Board, that is Central Pollution Control Board CPCB, this is referring to a van equipped with the same instrument as a regulatory grade ambient monitoring station, which when needed is taken out, parked at the site under audit and run for a day or a week or more to collect ambient monitoring data for all the criteria pollutants. Flexibility of the station to relocate between sites is what makes it mobile, but the measurements taken from the unit are considered ambient. Since the unit stays put at a pre-selected spot to take long-term measurements. Are you clear? Okay, this is the mobile monitoring. Another method, on-road monitoring. In this case, all the instruments are strapped inside the vehicle and driven to measure on-road pollution level. If this exercise is repeated for long period and multiple modes, car, buses, cycle, motorcycle and walking. This graph shows that on-road monitoring pollution level. This graph presents a summary of exposure rate while traveling in various modes in Delhi. What are the various modes? Walking, cycle, two-wheeler, low-floor car, AC car, auto rickshaw, low-floor bus, AC bus, bus stop, metro, metro station. Are you clear? Okay, these are the various modes. This study was conducted by the staff and students at TRIPP Center, Indian Institute of Technology, New Delhi, India. TRIPP Center is nothing but Transportation Research Injury Prevention Program at IIT Delhi. Next method, satellite monitoring. It is a multiple step procedure that involves estimating pollution level using a modeling exercise based on multiple assumptions. For example, NASA MODIS satellite. NASA is nothing but National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Is the most commonly used data feed for aerosol optical depth assessment that is used to estimate particulate matter 2.5 concentration, that is PM 2.5. This satellite orbit at 705 km and it takes 99 minutes in the polar orbit to go around the Earth. Newer model is ESA Sentinel series which orbit at 693 km. ESA is nothing but European Space Agency. Next method, emission monitoring. CEMS system. CEMS is nothing but continuous emission monitoring system, consists of several components to be able to determine gas or particulate matter concentration, that is PM, or emission rate of specific pollutant. Analyzer measurement and software produce result of the applicable emission limitation or standard in unit. Are you clear? Okay, this is the emission monitoring. Last method, low cost monitoring. Low cost monitor have become a popular alternative to government monitoring data and has the potential to increase the collection of monitoring data. Generally, these alternative sensors can help create a faster and cheaper heat map of the pollution level in the city, can help reach the part of the city which are not possible to reach using standard monitor, and supplement that and expanding regulatory grade network in any city. Thank you for your attention.